guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am showing you how to clip in hair extensions. Clip in hair extensions, of course. My hair extensions are from Bellami hair extensions. I'll put the link in the description box down below. I also cut and colored these extensions. They were blonde because I used to have a lot more blonde in my hair, and then I didn't wear them for a while because I had permanent extensions, and then I really wanted to go back to clip-ins, so I actually have an entire video on how to cut and color your extensions, which I did myself for these, and they turned out really well. I'll link that video also for you guys down below. And FYI, I have super fine and thin hair. This method will work for any hair type, but definitely the way that I do it suits my hair type for very fine and thin hair, so hopefully this helps those of you who have fine and thin hair. If you're new to my channel, I'm Julia. Welcome. I'm so happy you stopped by. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, or you can hit that little bell down below so that you get notified for future uploads. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you found it helpful. I really appreciate it. You are going to need a clip and a comb of some sort, and then your hair extensions, and that's pretty much it. So let's just hop straight into the video. So my hair is dry, clean. I put in some dry shampoo, and I washed it yesterday, and my hair is super fine and thin, so it gets a little bit oily, so I already put in a little bit of dry shampoo just to help the oil and everything. I kind of just ran a little bit of an iron through it just to get it kind of flat because my extensions are straight. Brush through all your hair. This is going to differ depending on how thick your hair is and how thin your hair is. So I like to place mine, because my hair is so thin, I like to place them really low towards my neck because I don't have the thickness and the fullness on top to really cover and disguise the extensions. Now, if you have thicker hair, you can probably place a few wefts like all the way up here, but I'm gonna keep them really low. I'm just doing it mostly for length and fullness on the bottom because I don't want the tracks to ever show through, and they can because my hair is so fine. So I'm gonna keep them really low. Okay, so here I have 4 tracks. I have one 3-clip track. Oh, I'm sorry, 2 3-clip tracks. So these ones are a little bit, they're not as wide, they're a little bit thinner, so I'm going to start with those ones first at the bottom of my neck. And then I have one more that is 3 clips, but it is a little bit wider, so I'll put that a little bit higher. And then I have one that is 4 clips, and it's really, really wide. So I'm going to leave that at the top and kind of spread it across my head evenly. I go right at the bottom of my ears, and I take my index fingers like this, and I just comb straight across. Now, it might not be perfect, but that's fine. I think that's about where I like it. I might do it a little bit higher just because I don't know if the width will fit my 3 clips, so I'm going to go about here. Okay, that feels pretty good. So I'm going to twist it up. And what I'm going to do, and you pretty much have to do this no matter what kind of hair you have, unless you have really curly texturized hair, you're going to want to tease the roots so that the clips have something to grab onto. If they don't have anything to grab onto, they're just going to probably slide off, and you're not going to feel like they're very secure. So I'm going to take my comb and just tease at the roots. Just a little bit, you just need something for it to grab onto. And then I'm going to take my first 3 clipped weft, I'm just going to brush through it because it's kind of hard to get to the roots once it's in. Perfect, unclip all the clips, and then I'm going to pop in the first one on the right side. Except now I feel like it doesn't really, it needs a little bit more teasing, so it's sliding off. So I'm going to go back in. Perfect. Okay. So, clip it. Side, one in the center, and one on the edge. Okay, and then what I like to do is if I feel like there's room there, I just like to go in with the second small weft, which is the 3 clip, and just place it right on top of that one if there's room in between. I feel like there is. I just do it off of feel, and it's totally up to you how you want to do it, but again, I'm trying to keep mine really low because I don't want them to get very high because I have such thin hair that they'll show through. So it's totally dependent on your hair type. So I'm going to take the second one, Put it on top. And it's in. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna turn back around, take the rest of our hair down. And the next two, now I only put in 4 because my hair is so fine and thin. I'm basically doing this in like a horseshoe shape almost. That's the best way I can describe it because I don't want them high in the back, but for these ones I do want them to come up a little bit further on the side just so that I can make sure it looks like I have even hair up towards the front, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna start this one actually a little like an inch above my ear. And I'm going to go straight back just like an inch or 2, and then what I do is I dip down in a horseshoe shape. So you can see it's like straight and then it dips. So I'm just going to tease on the sides here because that's where the clips are going to need to grab. But for the back, I feel like the rest of the weft can kind of rest on top of those other extensions. So I don't need to really tease that hair. But you totally can if you really feel like you need the security. But I have pretty fine and thin hair and I feel like this is plenty. So, okay, perfect. So I have just the sides teased and I'm going to take the next 2 wefts and I'm going to start one pretty close towards the front of my temple, and it'll probably hit about halfway the back of my head, and then I'm going to take the other one and put it on that side and it'll cover, you know, most of it, but I feel like that makes it pretty even. I'm going to put the clip up front, then I'm tilting it down. Perfect, and then it ended about, yeah, in the center of my head, so now I'm going to go in with the next one and do it that way. Perfect, and then just take the rest of your hair down. See, this is perfect because then you have a little bit of extension hair up front because you don't want it to be all of the extensions just in the back. You know, you want them to come up towards the front, but I know if you have fine and thin hair, it's a little nerve-wracking to put extensions like to up here. Like, I don't have a lot of fullness, so I get nervous about it. Just make sure that they're evenly dispersed like throughout the head and that it's not just all placed in the back so you just have like the hair in the back. You want it to be kind of all over. I hope this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about clipping in extensions, please leave it in the comments down below. I have worn extensions for so many years. I've tried the bonded extensions, the beaded extensions, the tape-ins, the keratin ones. I've tried literally all of them and I have the finest, most delicate thin hair. I just decided that my hair really can't handle it and I would just prefer to do clip-ins because I think it's much gentler on the hair, and especially if you have fine hair and thin hair, I think it's just a really good solution. You can take them in and out. I know they're not permanent, but in the long run, the permanent ones end up just being a little bit too damaging on the hair. These are very gentle and, you know, you only wear them for a couple hours at a time, so they don't do that much harm on your hair, so they're great. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you thought it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!